another Street Flavor production.
I could make a song about tearing up a mud hole, riding down a dirt road, just did that shit. I can strum a 6-string, sing a little in between, come up with the next thing, mint that shit. I can hit a water hole, bend up an old pole, bring the big girl home, I live that shit. I talk with an accent, make shit happen, always been a country boy, you get what you give.
You can come get it, but I'm after y'all. Rolling on through like a cannonball. You can get rocked like a whack-a-mole. When I hit that top like a pack of bowl, I'm mixed with a freak and an animal. I'll eat that bitch like a cannibal. And me not pop is impossible. I've been on top and I lost my soul. I grew up in the south, bitch, down in the mud. Grew up in the swamp, blazing on bud. Skinner on tap, way down on the jug. I'm never gonna stop till they give me the love. Or give me the hate, I can deal. See your own fate and cock still. Whatever you want, we can make it real. I'm good, I'm chill till I have to kill.
I could make a song about tearing up a mud hole, riding down a dirt road, just did that shit. I can strum a 6-string, sing a little in between, come up with the next thing, mint that shit. I can hit a water hole, bend up an old pole, bring the big girl home, I live that shit. I talk with an accent, make shit happen, always been a country boy, you get what you give.
I'm from them rolling hills, dawg, yo, I came from the cut. I'm living large off the land, I'm like the king of the mud. Yeah, I could write a song about making liquor and growing weed, or charting every time I dropped here at home and overseas. My return is overdue, I'ma show up and roast the food. Yes, I am approachable, be careful, don't get comfortable. If you stumble on your way, they'll make you a castaway. Thankful for every day, because I didn't pass away.
I could make a song about tearing up a mud hole, riding down a dirt road, just did that shit. I can strum a 6-string, sing a little in between, come up with the next thing, mint that shit. I can hit a water hole, bend up an old pole, bring the big girl home, I live that shit.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Monday.
What up, y'all?
Wow. Happy Monday.
We got Lyrical in the chat. We got Pawpaw Fresh in the chat. What up, fellers?
Lyrical, you still in Florida? Or you go back already?
Pawpaw Fresh
In the house. Oh, no.
I know where Pawpaw is.
I saw you. Where you at, Lyrical? He's down in Daytona.
Yeah.
I know where he is, but I let him speak for himself.
Check.
Where's he at, Skeet? He's too slow.
He lives in Florida now. He was an Okie from Muskogee, and now he is.
Oh, he resides here now? Oh, nice. That's what's good right there, Bo. I didn't know that. I thought you was coming here on vacation.
You're a Florida boy now.
Oh, permanent vacation. Hey, that's how it goes.
Weekend at Bernie's turned into something else.
Welcome to Florida.
Well, here's the thing. You know what's cool about Florida? Florida man. There's all kind of stories about Florida man. You know what's cool about that? They quit talking about Mississippi man.
Damn.
He said, Lyrical said, these beach babes kidnapped me.
I know that's right.
I'm sure you can handle it.
All you gotta do is go out there on the beach with that Big old pink flamingo float. Just carry it with you. You'll get kidnapped.
I know somebody's got
Well,
one
we
now.
have
Actually,
a
a bloodhound.
we
I
got
think.
a guest. We got a guest in here. Should we bring up our guest for tonight?
Who we got on the show tonight, Tone?
We got the one
What
and
up,
only
Dixie Tricks?
Dixie Tricks.
What's up,
In the building.
y'all?
What's up, Dixie Tricks?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to Mafia Monday. Good to have you.
Mafia.
It feels like a Mafia Monday around here.
That's every Monday.
It is
That's
Mafia. Most definitely.
It's been a Monday.
Hey, you want to tell us a little bit about
Tyler,
yourself? We didn't
Anthony
get the pregame.
Green.
Yeah, what up, cousin? Garrett Smith, Menace, what's up, brother?
What up?
You remember that old show Romper Room where he looked in the mirror and said all them names? That's kind of like what it is on this. You name all the people in the chat.
Yeah.
I see Paul, I see Garrett, I see Anthony.
Don't
There's
listen to
TNT
him.
Tyler, what's up, brother?
Don't listen to him. He don't know what he's talking about.
He never does. It's fine.
Y'all probably don't even know what that shit is.
But believe it or not, me and this man have met in person, and we are both equally crazy. So
That's right.
We found this out in real life.
Yes.
Where were we at? We were in
I know, but
Bay
I'm gonna let
St.
you go.
Louis.
Yes, laws, yes.
Bay St. Louis, Mississippi.
That's right.
All right,
Listen,
man.
I want to tell y'all something about Dixie Tricks. First of all, I have mad respect for her and Bloodhound, and there's actually a few others. They do shows where the mic is. And sometimes, it's not in necessarily the nicest places. They do shows, or does shows in places where most or many country rappers wouldn't even go, let alone do a show there.
Oh, that's
And I have a lot of respect for her for doing that, because that's how I am. I know other people that are OGs.
I will say this
do
too.
that too.
I haven't been around a lot of the country rappers lately. Not gonna bash the country rappers, but you've heard my sound. It's not necessarily country rap, right? And so here lately, I've been in Memphis every weekend. So I literally am a glutton for punishment, I guess. So I've literally been driving like 4 hours one way back and forth to Memphis like every Saturday for the past what seems like forever now. And then
Nice.
I did that tour with Gray Matter, and we did Memphis a couple times, and then we did Birmingham a couple times. And I made the comment, I said, what did you do? Just pull up the first 48 and like every city that they film in, say that's where we want to go to.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Jeez. That's awesome, man. That is great to see an artist out here like pushing it, on the mic. That's amazing. Going to venues and working. That's what you do, man. Being out there doing the thing is what it is,
Yeah. Nowadays, like social media is great, and there's nothing against social media. Social media is a necessity nowadays. But if you really want fans and you really want to grow your fan base, you have to go out and you have to do shows and you have to meet the people. There's no other way to do it. People can like you all they want to on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, and my preferred social media platform is Clapper, simply because it's an adult platform and I don't make a lot of music for children.
We know.
Never heard of it.
Clapper is a really nice social media platform. I like it because they don't have the same rules that the other ones do, because they don't accept advertising. So you're allowed to smoke there, you're allowed to drink there, you're allowed to curse there. But it is a 17 and up platform. You have to be of age to be on that platform. It's 17 and up for the UK guys.
Cool.
But it's a really great platform. I started out there, God, almost 5 years ago now. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I started out there like 5 years ago. And my main premise at the time was social media or was mental health awareness.
Nice.
And then I took that from that social media app to another one, and then it kind of turned into the music. But if you're of age and you're like tired of the how kind of like high schoolish it can be on some of the other social media apps, Clapper's a really great
I'll
place.
definitely check it
I
out.
recommend it to everybody, and I'm there, so that makes it even better.
Hey, let's go. You'll be the first person I follow on Clapper.
What up, TNT mom, TNT dad, TNT fam? Muddy, what's up, brother? Giving her a shout
Hey,
out.
Menace, what's up?
Man,
So,
y'all
For
are so
showing
good.
up, tuning
Y'all
in.
always y'all be
so
coming
Dixon,
through,
tell
bro.
us a little bit how'd you get started doing this?
So I actually have been doing some form of music my entire life. I've done everything from choirs to I was in Alabama's Got Talent many moons ago. I can't tell you how many because then you'll know how old I am. Um, I did a lot of stage plays and things like that. And then I hooked up with somebody from Clapper that used to host karaoke on Clapper, and he gave me the opportunity to try doing rap music, which I've always had a love for rap music. And it goes as far back as like I used to have a Beastie Boys CD when I was a kid, so I aged myself a little bit, but like, and I had written some a few years back, and this, that, and whatnot, and the other. So it was just one of the moments where I was like, well, I've done everything else, right? I might as well try this too. But it was different because none of the other stuff I really stuck with. It didn't have as much of a resonance with me, you know. So when I started doing this and I figured out the formula of how to do it, I was like, well, I can never turn back now. Like wherever I go, I can never turn back now. Um, but yeah, it stems from a coming from a musical family. I've been doing music my whole life. I used to think I wanted to be like a pop star. Like I used to think I was like Christina Aguilera, and now I'm more like I don't know, Dixie Tricks. I like that better.
Oh, that's a good answer. That's a really good answer. That's awesome. Thank you, TNT. I really appreciate that, brother. Well, you can tell you're an artist just from the way you talk about, what your goals are and who you are, But I'm just saying, coming from a musical background is amazing. But even if you didn't, I can tell that you're moving forward in everything you do.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I've been pushing really hard this past year. So I can definitely, even in myself, I can tell the difference.
Yeah, that's dope, man. All
Well,
about
I
it.
just like the grind that you're doing right now. I mean, you're out there doing the thing. There's a lot of artists now that are just more or less studio artists. And when they get out there, it's special, and for me, that's how I am now. I didn't used to be that way, but that's how I'm now. Um, getting out there is special for me. But for you, special is getting in the studio. It's almost a reverse. You do more live
Yeah,
shows than it seems you do, studio
I
work.
I do try to get in the studio every day. Um, on
Yeah.
top of what else I do. I know a lot of people think that's crazy. I'm in my studio now.
That's dope.
So I did build this is how serious I am. I built a studio at my house. I have anything I could need to record with. I do all of my own recording. So yeah, I do try to get in the studio every day, even if I aren't like writing something new. I try to at least get in here every day and I'll go back and I'll listen to old stuff, like see if I want to change anything because I have a lot of unreleased stuff right now. Or I'll like I got a couple features I'm working on, stuff like that. So a lot of people don't see that side of it. I still work a 9 to 5, Monday through
Yeah.
Friday. So I
Keeping it
I
real.
I go
And
to work every
most people
day.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I go to
Most
work
artists
every
do.
day.
You
I
have
come
to.
home. I get straight in the studio. I sit in the studio until I can't stand it anymore. I go to bed. I wake up, rinse, and repeat. And then on the weekends, I'm in Memphis. So When people say
Paul
like
Fresh's territory.
I live that
Yeah.
life, like I really live that life because it comes a certain point where you don't even really have like time for yourself anymore. And it's not a bad thing. That's the point I'm getting at though.
Yeah.
And it's like a very tiring but exciting thing to go through.
Yeah, you're definitely putting all your energy into your music. That's for sure. That's dope. That's dope. I want to hear some of your music, man. Tone, you got something up there? What we got?
Let's do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's do that. Save Me first, if you can. Save Me was one of the first songs that I ever released,
Um,
and
the
I
the
no, go
last two
ahead.
you sent, I can't play because of
They're
the
they're
wave.
waves.
Is the wave
Got to
file?
send the MP3s on the
Oh
live.
snap! I
You
just
have
don't
it
have a
online?
computer in front of me.
I hate that because I deal in
Hold
waves
on.
too. That's very professional to deal in waves.
Yeah,
Um,
we can do YouTube,
I'll, I'll is it on YouTube? Yeah, but
or
then
we
it's
can
gonna
do.
lag. But then it's gonna lag. We're not dealing with laggies today.
The
I
audio is
got you,
good, but
If
the
you
buddy.
got an
video
MP3
is gonna
version of it,
lag.
you can send it real quick.
Oh, I've got it. Just hold that thought. I say I
Or
do.
we
I have
have
to get through a million of these.
you you want to do Rockstar Mentality?
Yeah, let's do Rockstar Mentality. It's a later work that I did. It features Trulio, who is my husband. Um,
Cool.
and it's just a really awesome track. It's not really much to say about it other than it's me and it's him and it's a good fucking time.
Let's go. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll start with that one. Here we go.
These men come down here from New York and from Florida to find out my lesions on rock and roll music and why I preach against it, and I believe with all of my heart that it is a contributing factor to our juvenile delinquency of today.
It's why we smoke, it's why we drink, it's why we do the things you hate. It's why when we step in the club, all the groupies show us love. It's why we trip, it's why we flex, it's how we got chains round our necks. Living life wild and free with rock star mentality.
It's true. What's happening? Back in the thing, so I gotta get it cracking. Cruising and drinking all over with a passion. Trying to get to the money, gotta put the action. Always on go. We make it happen. Passion to work. Gotta have the passion. Stand with me, you know it never lacking. Nope. But anyway, we gon' stay lit all fucking night. All night. Cool with your people, just make sure you keep it tight. And I'm just having fun, everything will be alright. Getting to the money so we can just reach the better height. True.
It's why we smoke, it's why we drink, it's why we do the things you hate. It's why when we step in the club, all the groupies show us love. It's why we trip, it's why we flex, it's how we got chains round our necks. Living life wild and free with rock star mentality. Put the drinks up high, cause we in this bitch. Got a new chain, some fresh days, and now I'm talking shit. I made a lot of money, fucked a lot of hoes. Take them to my room, anything will go. Send her into overload, and she'll do them too if I tell her so. Hey, what's happening? Don't pat me down, I'm packing. Cause my chain hang low, I'ma not say thick. Won't ever catch me slacking. Told you once, I'll tell you twice. So please take heed to my advice. The bed you make is where you lie. I was raised up in this rock star life. It's why we smoke, it's why we drink, it's why we do the things you can't. It's why when we step in the club, all the groupies show us love. It's why we trip, it's why we flex, it's how we got chains round our necks. Living life wild and free with rock star mentality.
Man, I really like that song. Like to compare people to other people, but I've never heard y'all's music before. And that reminds me of like a redneck soldier's fucking jam. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
RC hub kind of stuff. And I like that. Like that's my groove shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That song's pretty
That's
hardcore
dope.
though. For real. I wasn't expecting it to be so hardcore, bro.
The part of the reason I did that song was because I was raised on rock and roll, and so I have like a really like nice relationship with it as well. The first concert I ever went to, I saw Kiss live, which is also aging myself a little bit. But there's one thing I think that rappers and rock stars have in common, and it's the whole like rock star mentality. They don't call it rapper mentality though, they call it rock star mentality. But it's just that like I don't give a fuck. I've got the chain. I'm gonna smoke when I want, I'm gonna drink when I want, I'm gonna party when I want, and
Yep.
there's nothing you're gonna do about it. And I think it's a beautiful thing in life.
Facts. Facts. That's a good time. We all live to turn up. At least I do.
Freedom.
I know Tone does. I ain't sure about Skeet over here. I think he wants to just chill back and smoke a doobie or something. I don't know what he wants to do.
I mean, nothing wrong with that either.
Well,
I mean, I ain't talking bad about you, Skeet. I'm
Well,
just saying.
They're liking it in the chat. Garrett said this song was a
You gotta
banger.
get crazy sometimes, bro.
This beat is fire. This is good. Muddy did a bunch of flames. Menace did a bunch of flames. So they're liking it in the
hey,
chat.
Garrett said he wants to do a show with Dixie Tricks just for the after party.
Exactly.
I'll just let you live that dream. I wake up at like 5:30 every morning. I'm not the after party chick. Like
Damn, I'm surprised.
back in my prime maybe, but it takes a lot of energy to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta sleep
And then
sometime.
you got to sleep sometime.
She outlasted me at the hookah bar. I can tell you that.
Yeah, she says that now, but wait till it's really going on. She'll be like, she'll be like, let's go.
I also had a hotel room that night, so I didn't have to drive straight home.
That's good.
You know, I'm a
I had
glutton.
to drive across the bay.
That's smart. Up here.
I'm driving like this. About 10 miles an hour. I shouldn't be telling off on myself.
Your mom says she got the fire.
Yeah. Hey, we probably ought to do some collabs sometime. We ought to.
I'm up for, I love collabs, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. So what you got coming up? What's coming up? What's on deck?
So right now we're at the mid-season break for the wrap-off leagues. I've been doing that. We still have a few weeks of that left. If you haven't followed the wrap-off leagues, you definitely need to follow it. It's too much for me to explain in this short amount of time, but it's really fucking awesome.
Wrap-off leagues.
Just know. So I was
like
undefeated.
Freestyling or
no? So it was what they had as the wrap-offs. And they're now doing it team style.
I got you.
Shit.
So it's the best 5-minute performance. It's 8 teams, 5 people on the teams, and then the teams go head and head, and it's a 5-minute performance against a 5-minute performance. There was a draft and there's an alternate or a free agency. It's too much. We need a whole other show for the wrap-offs. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they have their own.
Who hosts it? Like I'm gonna look it up right now.
Lagodi Entertainment does. That's the indie label that I recently joined. But they're like wrap-offs is their own like entity at this point though. So it's gonna be more specifically Cody Crazy and Lauren Badass.
Okay.
So they're an awesome couple, power couple. But yeah, so they're hosting this thing, and it is one of the more interesting things I have ever taken part of. Also, I was undefeated until last night, and I took my first loss last night. But I also want to say this, all of the guys, everyone that I went up against, the 4 that I beat were all men. It took a woman to beat me.
Oh, snap. Let's go.
And now me and her are going to do a song together.
That's pretty hardcore. Who is this lady?
Her name is Novocaine. I had never really
Novocaine. All right.
I had
Novocaine.
never really met her before the wrap offs. This is the other thing about the wrap offs. There's like 50 of us. So it's the best networking opportunity you've ever had in your life. I've never met her before this. I've still got a lot of her music to listen to, but it was one of those things where you're both doing the wrap offs. You get pinned against each other. Neither one of you know who's going to win. This judge votes for me. This judge votes for her. And then the middle judge, we're just like looking at you. And he's like, eh. So I think he just picked a sign. I'm not even going to lie. Like at this point, we don't care that you don't want to have to choose. Just pick one. But at the end of it, when I told her, you're the only one that's beat me, and she didn't realize that, and I said, yeah, all the men haven't been able to beat me. So it was just kind of a thing of we have to do a collab now. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can we not do a collab
Yeah, that's
now?
fire. I love that. I love that. That's like
cool.
an old school fight where you get in a fist fight and buy the other person a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that how men become friends, anyways?
It should be. It used to be.
Sometimes.
It's not anymore. How do you spell Lagodi? You said Lagodi Rapos? What is it?
LAGOATEE.
Okay, cool.
Is this it?
Did you mean
where is this based out of, Dixie?
Memphis.
Memphis. Okay.
So I'm not seeing any social media for this, but that's
look
okay.
look on Facebook. Just type it in Facebook.
Hey, look what I got. If I can hold it up right.
I don't have.
Oh,
Facebook.
that's one of my business cards.
Oh,
Turn
snap.
this.
Scan it.
Do the cover this part up.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all scan that stuff right there.
I'm gonna scan it right now. See what happens.
All of my business cards have that on it.
Let's see what's happening.
And it takes you to my links.
That's what's up. Dixie Tricks, self-funded independent artist. Go ahead, girl. So you can go.
So this is your sign. If you're not putting QR codes on your business cards, that you should be doing so.
Yeah, I am. I'm putting them on mine. But that's what's up. Well, here's the clapper link. All right, I got it right here. Dope.
Look at that.
Dope.
See, I got you covered. I
know, bro. All I got to do is float along. I'm floating down the river, bro. Don't worry about it. Look.
Me and my brothers and some TikTok whores floating down the river on the outhouse door.
What is that? I ain't never heard that before.
I hadn't either. Maybe somebody put it in the song one of these days.
Yeah.
Muddy said, Alabama, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's all about Alabama. He's a Crimson Tide feller all the way through and through.
I'm trying.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm going to get those other two songs to you real fast. I had to dig in my computer for them real quick.
All right. I got the YouTube Save Me on here. Do we want to try run that one?
That's a good song right there.
You can. Save Me is one of my earlier works, but it's a great song. And it is a radio edit. It's really deep, and I dedicated it to my first 9,000 followers. And if you pull my Clapper account, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I know I don't have much of a Facebook presence, but I'm telling you, Clapper's where it's at. But yeah, this is some like get ready to be in your feels shit. So.
All right, sounds good.
Spin that stuff, man.
Spin that joint.
This is Montgomery Music.
Can I just talk to y'all for a minute? These thoughts in my head, they're just This thoughts in my head get so loud that it's pounding. I try to break free, but I feel like I'm drowning. For 36 years, been fighting myself, and the pills and the talks just don't seem to help. I try to be strong, pretend I'm a fighter. The weight is so heavy, I wish it was lighter. Just need one person to reach out and help us. The only one I have left is myself. Don't be sorry, cause it's just my story. Maybe the world that we live in ain't for me. Is it that I'm weak or the world intense? I try and I try but can't make it make sense. One day I hope that I'll be forgiven for sins that took place in this life that I'm living. I'm trying my best to live my life well, but don't be surprised if I wind up in hell. You're gonna survive is what I tell myself. Don't be so ashamed to reach out for help, cause everyone goes through these things you see, and sometimes my biggest problem is me. Gotta be humble and reach out for help. Stop trying to solve all these issues myself. I gotta keep living to raise up my babies, but really wish someone would reach out and save me. The voices inside of my head are so callous. Never a kind word, just forked tongues and malice. They go on for hours, they never give up. I listen so much that I'm losing my words. Gotta find some way to make them subside. Gotta find some way to block out their lies. But they get so loud that I cannot manage. Never knew voices could cause so much damage. I'm scratching and clawing and gasping for air. It's like running a race, but getting nowhere. I try to make light out of all of this darkness. I'm searching for ways to not be so heartless. Big, really deep, but don't know who I am. Try finding myself, but don't know if I can. But I'll keep on searching till one day I find her. And when we meet up, make sure I remind her. You're gonna survive is what I tell myself. Don't be so ashamed to reach out for help, cause everyone goes through these things you see, and sometimes my biggest problem is me. Gotta be humble and reach out for help. Stop trying to solve all these issues myself. I gotta keep living to raise up my babies, but really wish someone would reach out and save me. You're gonna survive is what I tell myself. Don't be so ashamed to reach out for help, cause everyone goes through these things you see, and sometimes my biggest problem is me. Gotta be humble and reach out for help. Stop trying to solve all these issues myself. I gotta keep living to raise up my babies, but really wish someone would reach out and save.
That's some real stuff right there. Did y'all see what Garrett wrote?
Are you talking about the clitoris?
No.
Oh.
Garrett said he's following Dixie and Colt Montgomery on Clapper. Been a member 10 minutes, and only boobies I've seen are the political activists.
Oh.
Dixie and Colt Montgomery
He
on Clapper.
knows the other side of Clapper then. So yeah. There is a dark side to Clapper. There is.
Ted's in the house. What up, Ted?
Was that Colt Montgomery in the beginning of that?
That was. Yes.
Hey, shout out my guy Colt Montgomery. How do you know him? I saw you guys did a show together.
That's who I originally started making music with. But it just didn't work out. I wasn't trying to do the country rap thing, and he was, and we didn't see eye to eye on a couple things, so we just kind of went our separate ways. Not talking bad about anybody, but that's what happened. But yeah, that's who I originally started out making music with, was Colt, under Montgomery Music.
Nice. That's cool though.
That is cool.
I've got a song
Yeah, that was a
with
good song.
Colt too, but it got taken down and it never got put back up. I still have it on my computer. I do it my part of it every once in a while at shows just because it was a really good verse. But a lot of the music he did back then was taken down when he went this way. Not saying in a bad way, but when he decided to go in a different direction, a lot of the stuff he did when it was Montgomery Music got taken down.
I just got a not to interrupt the conversation, but I just got a notification from TNT Dad Reacts on YouTube. It says, "Surprise, coming Sunday, 7 Eastern, co-hosted by Mud Music Reactions and Menace Threats Productions." That's all it says.
You got it. You got it like too late. That happened yesterday, bro.
I know. That's how all my social media goes. That's why I'm never there. They send it to me the following day.
They had an interview with Jam Wayne. Pretty good
Oh,
interview.
really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy around. He's
Yeah,
good
he's
looking
made
for
a-
an old man. I ain't even going front.
He made the biggest name for himself the faster than anybody I've ever seen.
I
Like,
saw. Have you
crazy.
seen him? Of course he did.
Exactly. All the women love
Like
him.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
Silver Fox.
Let's go. That's
He's
what the
such a
lady who cut my
wayman.
hair 2 weeks ago said.
And he's in
Shout out
Alabama.
Peacock.
Hey, Jam. I'm
Oh,
married.
snap.
Don't listen to me. I'm married.
Hey, so we do a thing on the show, and we pass the doobie around. And I just happen to have my hemostats. Here we go. Oh, it ain't showing up. Damn bad.
Pass me a full one, I'll take it.
Gator got
I was
it.
fixing to say this one's
The
done.
gator
I
got
don't.
it.
I was putting it out, but if you're desperate and
Well,
don't
that's why I
love your
broke out the
fingerprints,
hemostats. You know,
yeah.
you hit that little resin joint, boy. But
Yeah, that was
but
that after work special right there. That was that after work roach special. I'm not
I
even
know
gonna
that's
lie.
right. Yeah.
Where about West Bama? I'm in North Central, like up where the rocket ships is at.
Damn, spaceships everywhere. Everywhere I go, people talking about spaceships.
We got NASA down here on the coast too.
Yeah.
I got NASA on the other side of the state for me, but that's where
When
we
all
are.
the rich kids and smart kids, because they do have scholarships, go to space camp. You know, you hear everybody's like, I want to go to space camp. They come here.
Okay, cool, man. Shit, I was one of them kids. I thought I was going to space camp. I was like, yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely space
they
camp.
send you to, and I'm not in Huntsville, but it's very close. But they send you to Huntsville, Alabama for space camp.
Okay.
Valley Ground outside Selma. Oh, you're not that far from me. Shut up. Sidebar conversation.
YouTube is
Do
full
you
of Southerners.
know where Decatur is? It's a very lovely place.
I know
You know
Outcast used to.
359, Mr. 359. Are you
I
familiar?
don't think so. I don't think so.
I think he's from Decatur. I think, isn't he?
I don't think I know.
I don't know where he's not in Alabama right now. I don't think. But yeah, he's an OG rapper. Does a lot
You
of
know,
stuff on
Jackie Chain.
Yeah.
He's from here.
Really?
He's from where I'm from. I used to hang out with Jackie Chain back when the Blue Fox was still open in Decatur. This was many moons ago. I'm aging myself so bad. I look 27, and that's what y'all are gonna think, okay? So
That's definitely what I think. I thought
when Haystack,
how did you know? I thought you were 27. That's crazy.
because that's everybody's answer, 27. Anyways, so when Haystack first started getting big, we had this place in Decatur called the Blue Fox. And we had people out like Gorilla Zoe. We had Boosie out there. Jackie Chain was a regular. He was out there all the time. And my real name is Jackie, for those of you that didn't know that. So we used to joke around, hey, Jackie, you know,
right.
type shit. We were also in our 20s back then. But Haystack actually shot the Independent Money video there that Jackie's in.
Nice.
He actually shot that in Decatur at the Blue Fox back in 2000. I'm not going to tell you. But we used to have a really big music scene here, and then it kind of dwindled away, and now it's slowly starting to pick back up a little bit. Um,
Well,
but
that's dope.
yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up because Street Flavor Records. Lorenzo Cole is my boy, like my homeboy, and Sunny Paradise is as well. And the funny thing is I'm not from where they're from, but I'm from Western North Carolina, and I grew up on Haystack music because it was in the music store. Like they pushed it over there,
I've done
and
several shows with him too, and he remembers me from back then, which is crazy. Haystack is,
yeah, Haystack's my
anyways.
boy, man. Haystack's my boy
Yeah.
since I was like 16 years old, bro. Like no lie.
So
And
we're probably almost the same age.
but I did have the pleasure of talking with Haystack on a video call not too long ago, and we had a good time. It was fucking awesome. He's a cool ass guy,
The
man.
last time that I was on the phone, and it's been a while, mainly because he does a lot of the country rap stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
been out in Memphis. But the last time we was on the phone together, and this is so Haystack, like halfway through the phone, he was like, "Hold on, we have to pray,"
that's dope, man. That's super
and I
dope.
was like, "Yes, sir." Like you don't say no to
Yeah.
Haystack when he
Oh no,
says
you
we're
don't.
going to pray right now, and
Hmm.
then begins to pray over you. But yeah, a lot of people have this one like certain thought of who he is as a person, and he is the complete opposite.
Oh, exactly, man. Well, I don't know though because I was basically a huge fan of Haystack my whole life, and then to just he literally randomly hit me up. It was crazy as shit, and I think my
Oh,
boys set it up because they know how much I love
did he
him. I
freeze?
was like,
Come back to us, prospect.
he, oh my shit's freezing,
You're not
Yeah,
frozen for me.
briefly. Maybe it's just me.
but no, he called me. I ain't even gonna lie. He called me. I got a text. I woke up at 5 a.m. and there was a text message on my phone, and it was from, and he said, "Hey, this is Haystack," and I said, "Hit me up," and he called me right then, and I was crawling, and I don't get up that early. So I was just like in my robe chilling, bro, and talking to Haystack, and it was super cool, man,
Yeah.
because I much respect for that guy, you know. Um,
He's one of them people too. When I do shows with him, I don't even really talk to him that much because there's so many people around him wanting his attention at all times that I'm
oh
just over here. I'm like, Substack.
yeah, yeah, exactly, man. Because Haystack's one of the biggest things that ever happened, bro.
Yeah.
He's like underground legend, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it's
But yeah, that's
crazy.
where I'm from. It's a little north of Birmingham. It's a little north of Birmingham. I'm almost exactly halfway in between Birmingham and Huntsville. Slightly closer to Huntsville.
Yeah. What up,
Nice.
Peacock?
What
Oh, we
up?
got
What up?
House. What up, dog?
What's happening, Captain?
What's going on?
Shit,
Saw
just
Tez
getting
in the
in.
chat earlier. Wish Tez would pop up.
Hell yeah.
Peacock, do you know our guest, Dixie Tricks over here?
I've heard, but not like.
Well, I'm introducing you. So here, Peacock, this is Dixie Tricks. This is Peacock.
I'm sure half of what you heard was wonderful, and half of what you heard said that I was a bitch, and I would like for you to believe both.
Damn.
Because
Peacock's a producer and beat maker.
oh, nice. I like beat makers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm
And
actually
part of the
looking
swamp
for
music
somebody
mafia.
to remake a beat for me right now. That's going to be a hit when we get it done.
Well, there
Right
you
now, it
go.
sounds horrible.
And that's exactly what he's good at. I'm telling you. You need to send it to
Like,
Peacock.
I'm not talking about no loop shit. Like, I don't need a bunch of loops that are thrown together on top of each other. I need a beat maker, and there are two completely different things.
Yep. That's true. That's
Hell,
very
I can make something happen.
Hit me up. They got all my Skeet up here's got all my contact information on that little card. He can just send you a
Yeah.
picture of it. It's even got my telephone number on there.
All right, yeah, that's what's up then. Hell yeah.
I'm Dixie Trick's new manager, just so you know.
Oh hell.
Just hit him up.
I'm just kidding.
Sneak up on you.
Yeah.
I ain't want to sneak up on you.
It is funny
I know you
though
want to follow
how
me.
a lot of people don't realize how like regional the music scene really is. But when I quit doing the like southeastern Tennessee stuff and started doing like the West Tennessee stuff, none of us see each other anymore. It's two completely different worlds.
That's
Two
right.
completely different worlds. But I love the West Tennessee world, and I would not leave it for anything in the world. I'm so glad that I went to the West Tennessee side. I'm not gonna lie, because that's where my people's is at.
That's dope, man. I got to visit West Tennessee not too long ago for the first time, and I was from Western North Carolina, so I've been to East Tennessee a bunch of times, but I've never been over there. And I drove up from Florida because that's where I live now to Tennessee for a show, and man, it was so cool over there. Like it literally is a world of its own. It's different than anywhere I've ever been. Like, and I've been to a lot of places in the South,
Yeah.
But it's
I'm in
cool.
Florida occasionally. I was in Florida not too long ago. The Panhandle.
Nice. That's where I'm from originally, the Panhandle. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I lived down in PCB for a little bit till Hurricane Michael came through. I was living there when Hurricane Michael came through. So after that, it like ruined all of my plans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how Florida be, bro. Everybody like, I'm gonna move to Florida, then the hurricane comes.
Everybody's story is either before, during, or after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But and it's crazy because when you go through something like that, everything now is like before or after Michael. And they're like, who's Michael? And I'm like, that fucking asshole hurricane that took everything I fucking had.
Yeah.
Like, because once storm surge touches your stuff, it's garbage. If you don't know what storm surge is, Google it. I'm not going to describe to you what's in there. Once storm surge touches anything, it's garbage. When you have to throw away everything down to your underwear and your socks, don't come at me. Don't come at me. I got my hotel bag. That's it.
Some of my clients right now, actually several of my clients are all hurricane victims because we put cabinets in houses.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And,
true story, cousin. That's right. Yeah, my Michael is Katrina. So I mean,
but until you see the piles of stuff stacked up on the
That's
side
how I
of the
met
road,
my husband. He came down to do hurricane relief. And you know what hurricane relief is? It's demolition.
Yeah, it's demo.
He came down from Tennessee to do hurricane relief, and that's how me and him met, was because of Michael. So it wasn't all bad.
See? Life is good.
Yeah.
Wild how shit happens like that.
Yeah. And thank God I was in a Coyote Ugly bar on Front Beach Road dressed as a bumblebee and a little fucking tutu with a crown on my head telling people I was Beyonce because I was the queen bee.
Oh, let's go. That's fine.
I want to see the video.
There's pictures. I'll dig up the pictures for you. There are pictures of me in this costume. And he said, that weird drunk bitch right there, that's my fish.
There it is.
You said bumblebee outfit. I'm thinking about the fucking, who was that? Blind Melon back in the days, I think.
Yeah.
They had that video.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. No More Rain or something like that.
You know, the little bug costumes. They got every bug that there is, and all it is a little tank top and a tutu skirt.
Right.
Hey, Snowman says he knows that place well. Snowman in the chat. Shout out Snowman. Shout out cousin.
Snowman knows what's up.
Cousin Anthony up in there.
Snowman got that magic pipe.
What happened to Tone? Have we lost our VJ?
I think so.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
I know, I was having trouble getting in here. That's why I had to bounce off a couple times and come back in.
No.
Yeah, huh?
That didn't happen.
Bet.
I must just got some good Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Exactly. That's all it is. My data flow, baby. Let's go. That shit be
right.
Not everything in Alabama's slow.
The river do.
Something to do with it. I don't know.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm in Mississippi, so you know y'all just go ahead and have your conversation. That's fine.
I'm just enjoying my buzz. I don't know.
We can talk about people from Arkansas all weekend, I guess.
You ever seen a gator this big?
I have not.
That's because
It's
you
just
ain't
an
been
eyeball,
around.
though.
We got gators here, baby.
This is
Except for I see them on the end of my gun if I need to.
See, what happened was we were doing our thing at the Heaven House. That's where Swamp Music Mafia records in the middle of the swamp. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I got in the canoe and they said, don't go that way. And now I'm here. And this motherfucker won't let me move. Got me pinned down right here.
Motherfucker, keep an eye on your ass. Like literally.
Close tabs.
TNT Dad says, I told y'all Tone the Bone is a genie. He pops up and then he's gone. I ain't gonna read the rest of it. He said, motherfucker ain't granting any wishes, though. He is actually, he does wishes offline, TNT. Just so you know.
That's the other platform.
Hey, have y'all seen the little, there's a trend right now on social media where everybody's making action figures out of themselves. We got, the Mafia's got a whole set now. Everybody's putting their own out. We put a whole set out.
I tried to do one of those, but because it's a picture of me and my husband and not just myself, it keeps putting my husband's face on a woman's body.
Damn.
Well,
I'm making an action figure out of that. So
maybe that's what you were wishing the whole time.
Oh, snap.
It's very strange to look at. So I was like, we're just not going to do this anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of that AI stuff is creepy.
I didn't mean to say that, Lord. Paw, you still in here?
Right. You worried about Paw being in the chat?
That's all I care about. God's gonna forgive me, but Paw might strike me down.
Paw understands.
I know he does.
Sort of.
That's why I can mess with him like that.
Speaking of West Tennessee, me and Paw came up in West Tennessee. And he's big in the music scene in Memphis. He goes way back.
Yeah.
His name wasn't always Paw Fresh, though.
He was DJ Trick back then. I know because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, we all are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out Paw Fresh, Mr. All Now.
Yeah, old Paw and old Skeet right here. They used to make the music scene go round in Memphis over there. That's what I heard back in the day.
Well, the good old days.
Yeah.
We did mostly like up around Jackson, Tennessee and that stuff. We did a little here and there, but
out there in Humboldt.
Yeah, the boat that don't float. When y'all did that show up there, you were like 3 miles from a swamp I used to hunt snakes in. Just saying.
Well, if I knew that,
it's a big deal in my family, but I know it probably ain't a landmark
I
in
would have
yours.
wrestled me a snake or two that night if I would have known that, but you didn't tell me.
Well, it ain't that far from there.
I ain't going in that fucking thing. What? There's snakes in there?
Oh, Lyrical's turning it in. Man, you done moved to Florida and started keeping normal hours. What's going on with you, man? You got a job or something?
Something crazy going on with this dude.
Hey, Lyrical and I have a song coming out on the 30th of April. You can pre-order it on 420. Just
how about that?
It's that's kind of song.
That's this Sunday, by the way.
Yes, it's next Sunday. Absolutely.
No, not next Sunday. This Sunday.
Huh?
Next Sunday is in 2 weeks.
The next Sunday coming up is this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
But you can't say it like that. It's this Sunday, not next Sunday.
I can say it any damn way I want to. It's coming up. The next Sunday is the Sunday coming up.
What's coming up?
Sunday.
No, what's happening on Sunday?
Oh, you can.
I know what's happening on Sunday.
Easter's happening on Sunday.
It's Easter, motherfucker. God,
on Sunday, I will be in Nashville opening for Project Pat.
Oh, snap.
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you kidding?
Nice.
No, this is real life. We went in Lagodi, all of us went in, and we're doing a 45-minute set for the entire
Oh, man.
label
No
and
way.
doing like a Lagodi takeover at the Project Pat show. So also Tom Ski Mask is going to be there. Tom Ski Mask is my boy, Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
And he's doing a lot of those Project Pat shows. They're doing one in Birmingham too, but they're doing one in Nashville on 420, and that's what I will be doing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Man,
Shannon
that's
in the house. Shout out Shannon. We got some Canada up in here.
What's up, Shannon? That's my girl right there.
Yep.
Shannon's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there, Dixie.
Yeah, I know.
No,
As
that's
soon
great.
as they gave me the phone call, I was like, yes. Why are you asking me this?
Can I can't believe I'm getting this phone call right. Right
So
now.
is it just gonna be Project Pat by itself, or is it gonna have the whole 3-6 with him, or
No, it's just
probably
Project
not? Huh?
Pat. It's just Project Pat. The flyer is on my Facebook. I put the flyer on my Facebook, I think a couple days ago, so you might have to scroll down a little bit. But it's just Project Pat. He's doing Memphis, Birmingham, Nashville, and I don't know where else.
Man,
But I
we
know
need Tom here.
Tom Ski Mask is going to be with him all those days. I've got 2 shows this weekend. Friday night I'll be in Clarksville, Tennessee, doing an artist showcase with Los Ghosts that Los Ghosts puts on.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to spend the day probably in the studio Saturday, and then Sunday night we'll be up in Nashville doing Project Pat. So it's a busy weekend.
That's killer. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, Dixie.
Yeah.
I was also nominated for the Worldwide Radio Tri-State Awards for Best Independent Female Artist. That link is also on my Facebook and on my link tree. If you find any of my socials, that link to vote for me is the first link in my link tree. Please, 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 anybody that would feel like they might want to go vote for me, because it is a vote-based nomination, and there's no limit to how many times you can vote. You can vote as many times as you want to.
Okay.
That's cool. Hey, I want to say this too. Would somebody with a wrench link Dixie Tricks' YouTube page? And also, I showed this a while ago. I'm going to show it again. If I can get it right. You can also scan this.
Scan it.
To do her links.
Scan it right now.
If I can hold it right.
That's cool. That's cool as hell.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's something we fucking need, man.
We can do it. It ain't that hard.
All I did was Google QR generator, and I found one.
Mm-hmm.
And I put in my link tree, and it made me a QR code, and then I downloaded it as a GIF image, and then I loaded it like a picture onto my business cards.
Yep. Yeah. There you go.
It was that easy.
Yeah, we need a Swamp Music. I got an old Skeet link tree, but we need a Swamp Music Mafia link.
I got a Prospect South one, but yeah, we do. We do. It's coming.
Yeah, that's pretty
link
cool.
Tree, baby. Oh, thanks to whoever did that. I guess it's Tone logged in. Tone, where you at, man?
Yeah, where you at, Tone?
I think he said it's in the comments.
Technical difficulties.
No, I know what happened. He came after me in the other canoe, and then he saw this big ass gator.
He hit a U-turn.
And now he's scared as shit.
I see Tone. I see Tone coming on with it though.
I'm working, bro.
Scared of no fucking gator.
Yeah, he's getting shit.
I'm working out here.
Hey, spin another song.
Yeah, Shannon wants to hear another song. We got the YouTube queued up. Is there another one on YouTube? Let me I can share it so we can see.
Did you get that other email I sent you? Well, you can do
Let
Burn
me
and
check on
Dro.
that
I
real
sent you
quick.
Burn and Dro. It's a good one.
Now I play
Skeet
this
likes
one
that one.
first.
Marijuana. What are y'all talking about?
I know what that is.
I've heard of that before.
Burn and Dro is a good one.
Yeah.
It's an earlier one too, but it's a goodie, an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, good. I'm glad we got a smoking song. Let's turn the lights down low in this motherfucker and get high. What the hell?
Gotta go get me some damn blow.
Montgomery music.
Pouring shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Do it just to clear my mind. Ease the pain and pass the time. Pouring shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Try to quit it once or twice, but then I'd have to change my life.
I twist it, then I strike it. Never had it, but better try it. Got some good shit, it's a fatty. Make a hot dog out the caddy. Got me choking, taking big totes. Now my eyes low, feeling slow poke. Let the top back, the weed smoke. Pull my shades down like a cool bloke. Step in the spot and I'm already leaning. Hit up the bar cause you know that I'm fiending. Drink so much Jack that I feel like I'm dreaming. I'm drowning them out, but the voices are screaming. They say that I'm nothing, I'll never amount. Filling me up with their worry and doubt. I just can't listen to nothing they say, cause they don't do nothing but stand in my way. Ever since I was little, I knew I'd be great. Heroes have lately been testing my fate, putting down tracks and picking up weight. So all of you haters should step out my way. I came here to stay and I'll never lay down. Built an empire and straightened my crown. Rose to the top, took a good look around. Funny how all I keep seeing is clowns, but that's not the issue. I must digress, just finding a way to get shit off my chest. Cause now that the smoking and drinking ain't working, I gotta find something that give me new purpose. Put my head down and put paper to pen. Turn my boss bitch to 110. Light up a fatty and remember when Jack would be there if I needed a friend.
Shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Do it just to clear my mind. Ease the pain and pass the time. Pouring shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Try to quit it once or twice, but then I'd have to change my life.
Little hazy, and the crowd is going crazy. Cause we fucked up and we know it. Need to maintain, so we blowin'. Got some good kush and some white lights. When mixed up, makes a good night. The girl was peeping when we went outside. Took her back home for some act right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm really such a lady. I might not look like Nikki, but I really fuck with Shady. Eminem who raised me and Old Montgomery made me. Now like an IOU, all you motherfuckers pay me. So let's tell the truth, I'm just stuck in my ways. I'm twisting and striking and smoking all day. Trying my best to make memories fade. I did what I did just to pay my own way. Turning diamonds to dollars, please take no offense. Cause money that goes in my pocket makes sense. You can judge me or hate me or say that I'm wrong. Say that I should think more of my mom. But she's just a bitch that is callous and heartless. But if you ask her, she will say that she's flawless. Never once ever thought twice of her actions. So here I sit now with the bowl that I'm packing. Trying to make sense of the life that I have. All of the years that I missed with my dad. It's been so long that I cannot fix it. Now you know how I turned into Dixie.
Pouring shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Do it just to clear my mind. Ease the pain and pass the time. Pouring shots and burning throat. That's just how my story goes. Try to quit it once or twice, but then I'd have to change my life.
Damn, Sweets, pass that shit.
Bitch, I ain't finished yet.
Where the fuck is Jesse?
Y'all know I don't smoke. Just kidding. Let it
What was that song about exactly? Hey, Garrett, that is a fantastic idea.
Montgomery music.
Yeah, that song's cool, man. That song is like 3-6 Mafia kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cool.
I can feel that a little bit, yeah.
Laid back, like. So I'm trying to capture you as an artist in my mind, hearing all your songs and stuff, and I feel like you're just like a blaze up, laid back in the black light, but kind of get crunk kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
See, the other one I sent him to the email though, that is the last one that I guess that we might get to hear later, is going to be completely different.
Oh, good.
And there's a reason I wanted to save it for last because
Not saying you're not versatile. I'm just saying,
no, I'm a very laid back person.
Yeah.
I am, but I've been kind of coming into my own musically here lately and doing some different stuff. I've done a Bama anthem that I'm waiting to get the master back for. The only place you can hear it is if you watch the Rap Off League's podcast from last night and watch my performance. That's the only place you can hear it right now. And I'm still waiting on a master on this one, but I have a show track for it too, so I had sent it to him. But you can definitely see from what we've heard so far to this new stuff, you can definitely see like the transition and the evolution.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean, you're out there doing it, so that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, that's
look at this. Look at this comment from Garrett Smith Music. Do y'all see that? What's it say, Skeet? It's on the screen.
Working on one now for the Texas Louisiana line.
No, not that comment. The one.
No,
it's an addendum to it.
Scroll up.
The one where he wants to do shows.
A festival in
I just think
everybody's
it's
state.
cool what he said, man. Just throwing this out here. With all the great artists and people that are meeting each other through Swamp Music Mafia.
That's right.
What if we did a mini festival in everyone's state, bro? So
Mafia.
I told him it was a good idea, and he hit me up afterwards.
Yeah,
but I didn't read it, out loud or nothing. But,
yeah, like a touring festival. That'd be really dope, man.
That would be cool. I mean, we know people everywhere in, whether, especially in the South, but we in Midwest. I mean, every little place we go, we know rappers. Or
what if we did it like once a month? You know what I'm saying? Like on the 15th of every month or the 21st of every month or whatever.
You couldn't do that. You'd have to do it like the third Saturday.
We'd need somebody dedicated to it, like Garrett, that could actually do the nuts and bolts stuff. There's a lot of coordinating you got to do.
That's a full-time job. If you're doing that once a month, every month of the year, which I don't think you would want to do it every month of the year. I would only do it during the warmer months. Like you could head up north, like later on in the summer. You could start early down south.
Yeah.
But that's a full-time job. Even getting ready for the summer season would be a full-time job.
No, I feel you. But we would literally have to have somebody like run it and do it,
Yeah.
If we wanted to do it. But
we could help promote it and other things. We could do our part, but we definitely need somebody dedicated to it.
Oh yeah.
Promotion is a rough job.
We'll start out with one show every 6 months right now. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do something in mid-spring or late spring, and then we got the thing in August in Florida, the Mud Park. Was it something on the bog? What was it called?
It's Mud Mayhem.
Beats on the Bog.
Oh, Beats on the Bog, but it's like Mud Mayhem Park or something like that.
It's graveyard.
Graveyard. It's graveyard. That's it. My bad.
A lot of artists over there on that show.
Jasper, Florida.
We've got Lagodi Palooza going on in August, which is a 3-day festival. It's going to be in Memphis. Everything, just assume that everything from here on out is in Memphis, because I feel like I say that I'll be in Memphis. Hold on, I have to go to Memphis, right?
Yeah.
But last year I performed at it, and it was in Booneville, Mississippi, which is a place that is exactly like it sounds.
Yeah,
not anything bad about it, but
20 miles south of Guntown, Mississippi. I know exactly.
Yeah. So it was at Spoons and Forks, but this year I think they're going to try to have it in Memphis. They also, when we do Lagodi Palooza, they have the Lagodi Awards. So there's an award show, and they also do the Underground Memphis Hall of Fame. And so they'll do like the inductees. I think Nasty Nardo's getting inducted this year. He's my my team captain, my coach or whatever in the wrap offs. And I think last year, I know Tom Ski Mask got inducted and a couple other people, but it's a really cool event. It's 3 days long. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then they start early Sunday with the awards and stuff, and then do the Sunday show afterwards. So it's a neat thing that they do.
So it sounds like an annual. How long has it been going on?
I don't know how long they've been doing it. I did it for the first time last year, so I'd have to fact check to see how long.
Boss Lady Bird in the house. What up, Boss Lady?
Sounds like there's a hella music scene
Boss
in
Lady
Memphis
Bird
area, which is there always has been. I know that, but I'm saying, you know, that's dope.
Memphis has it going on right now. Like hands down, Memphis has it going on right now. There's another artist to look
Memphis,
out for.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there's another artist to look out for in Memphis that's a female artist. Her name is Big Hunna, Hunna. And she's probably going to be the next thing to pop off out of Memphis. That's what we're all thinking. She's been all over the place, getting paid to do shows, having to turn down paid bookings because she's got other paid bookings coming. Like she's been doing it. So if you've never heard of Big Hunna, definitely go look up her and her song "Big Old Memphis." Big old Memphis.
Oh yeah. Maybe Tone can put that on for us. Where are you at, Tone? God, hang on.
I feel like Memphis gets down. Like folks don't really pay attention to Memphis, man. There's a lot of fucking badass music. Been a lot of badass music coming out of damn Memphis, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're like everybody calling out Atlanta and shit. It's like right up the road from me or whatever, and you know Cali and everything, New York, this and that. But like Memphis seems to be forgotten about a lot of times.
Memphis been doing it a long time, though. You know, go back to Gangsta Pat and 8 Ball and all them.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them back in the day. Yeah.
Yep.
Project Pat, 3-6 Mafia.
That's right.
A lot of stuff. Blues music back in the day.
Yeah,
but it's the redheaded stepchild of rap megapolises. Is that a word?
Yeah.
But
and the totem pole.
if you want to do like classic Memphis hip hop, basically you need a 808 beat and put a horror song behind it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And you know I love my 808s. I love them.
That kit's one of the hardest hit.
Oh yeah, I love my 808s.
It's obviously the hardest hitting, but I like the that 5.
I don't feel right if I don't put an 808 in any of my beats, man. I feel like if it's got any kind of thing to do with rap, hip hop, or anything, I feel like it's got to have a fucking 808 in there.
Oh
somewhere.
Yeah, it's a staple for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like the like West Coast square drums, like on my bass lines and shit. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that shit. 505. That's what that is. On the square, though, not on the round.
Yeah, them fucking damn West Coast bass lines, man. Them somebody should be hitting too.
You don't hear a lot from Alabama though. Like I was talking about this to somebody the other day, and like when you talk about like an Alabama sound, like what is that? Like nobody really knows what the Alabama sound is. So
well, who's the artist from Alabama?
I was supposed to say, I guess I'm gonna have to invent it.
Yellow Wolf. Yeah, I mean, you could be the female Yellow Wolf, but he did that shit though. Yellow Wolf held Alabama down hard.
There was another guy. There was another guy from Alabama. What was his name?
Guala P. A homie Guala P.
Rich Boy. He did
Coca.
that boy. He did that boy. Looky here.
Thank you, boss lady.
With the trumpets in it, the horns in it. Boy,
Yep.
looky here. I had to
course,
dig into
Jam
my
Wayne.
brain for that one. Jam Wayne, yeah. Jam
Oh,
Wayne's
and
new though.
then
I'm talking about like from
He's
back
new,
in
though.
the day. I'm talking
Okay,
about like
the-
from back in the day.
the
Lil
Dirty
Payday.
Boys,
Lil
the
Payday.
Dirty Boys,
What? Let's go.
the Dirty Boys, the Pimp and the Gangster from Montgomery.
Oh, damn, Dirty. Oh,
Yeah,
Dirty. Shit.
Yeah.
The Pimp and the
yeah,
Gangster.
yep. You
You better
stacking
hit.
cheese. You
You
better hit the floor. Yep.
Hey, stacking cheese. Well, hey,
Dude, the
bro.
system I
I
had
didn't
in my
realize
car back in
I
the
didn't
days
realize
of
he was from
snares would
Alabama.
hit so fucking hard, dude. They
You know
would
what
be
I was
echoing.
driving? I was driving an '84 Cadillac with two 15s in the trunk when that motherfucking song, when that album dropped, bro. I was rocking the fuck out of that album, bro.
Yep. I
And
was
then they
playing
started
that
doing
shit around
R&B
my
music.
way, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is that you listening to?" And they listen to it, and I'm like, "Yeah, nobody around here knew nothing about it, dude. I don't know how the hell they didn't. Like, I
I'm
was one of
telling
the
you.
first ones around my way that played
This
that
is the
shit."
thing too, though. If you're from Mobile, you're not from the same Alabama I'm from.
They're from the better part, ain't they?
No, there's two types of Alabama. Well, there's three types of Alabama. There
Ain't no
is
Yankees in Alabama.
there is
Look, us
Gulf Coast
coast people know.
Alabama.
Yes.
There is Gulf Coast Alabama. There is Middle Alabama, and then
Yes.
there's the rocket scientist part of Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Muscle Shoals too, though. Don't
I don't
forget
know
that.
that much about Alabama.
The Shoals is in what is considered the rocket scientist part of Alabama.
Yeah, but there ain't no rocket scientists in Muscle Shoals. Them some swampers, baby.
I'm not saying that there is, but they're very close to where the rocket scientists are.
Yeah, I agree. Mississippi's the same way. There's the cool part of Mississippi, which is the coast where I live. And then there's everything else. There's the Pine Belt, the Golden Triangle, and then the Memphis area.
Yep.
And the Delta, which is huge.
We don't mess around with Middle Alabama. You either want to be on the top or the bottom. I will say that.
What's wrong with
Remember,
Middle's where they make that funky sausage that everybody says is good.
The middle is where they shoot the first 48.
Yes. And they eat that nasty sausage too. That Conica, am I saying it right? Conica sausage?
Conecuh.
Okay.
Conecuh.
Eureka, your kitchen is what it will do. That's
It'll
Boss Lady Bird just brought it up too,
as
man.
well.
Boss Lady Bird just brought it up. How we ain't even mentioned the homie goddamn Tez?
Yeah,
what part of
Tez.
what
Tez
part of
187.
yeah, what part of Bama he at?
We love
Used to
Tez.
be formerly known
North-
as King Kush.
North
We wish he was
Centralish
here.
or
Yeah,
something?
Muscle Shoals area, up in that area with
Okay.
King Kush. Yeah.
Muscle Shoals is known for a lot of country music too, so I don't think
Yeah.
about them a lot when I think of rap
Leonard
music.
Skinner and classic rock and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what
And
did
then
you
there was
see? What did you say the Conecuh sausage would do to you? I heard you said
I
something.
mean, some people, it's one of those things. I think you either love it or hate it. And
Because I'm a sausage lover, and I want to know, what is this Conecuh? What is this?
But a lot of people say it's awesome,
So-
but I've tried it, but I just know.
How is your gastrointestinal system working?
I
Because
eat
if it
Cajun
works,
food every day.
if it
I'm
Wait a
saying
minute.
that's how mine works. But I still ain't eating that
Hey,
shit.
man, we ain't answering yet. Let her finish.
I'm sorry, my
if
bad.
it works fine, you're fine. If Taco Bell gives you the shits, don't eat it.
If
Well,
it don't,
sometimes you
they'll
gotta
give-
clean yourself out. You know what I'm talking about? Is it good for
that's
that?
sausage
If
is
you're
something
not
else.
used to
Nasty food, yes.
well, no, I was fixing to say, if you're not used to eating a certain type of food, like you can't eat it. If you're not
Okay.
used to eating a down south diet, you cannot eat this.
Really?
Well, even with a down south diet, it's an acquired taste.
Well, I'm gonna eat it live on this show. Can you send me some Conecuh sausage? They sell it around the corner?
It starts with a C, believe it or not.
Oh, sorry.
I will say it's not my favorite sausage to use. I like andouille
Thank
sausage.
you. It's
When I
like
make my
in Louisiana, you got
bread.
andouille.
Yeah.
I
like
love it.
andouille sausage.
I love it to season stuff with, but I ain't eating that crap by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived in West Virginia, and them boys made their own sausage.
Yeah.
And they
And
had
even
pork and
here, We eat like sausage with some stuff, but we're more of like a smoked meat thing. Like when I make red beans, I use neck bones or
Okay.
ham hocks.
Neck bones.
I
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
use
Thank you.
I don't
That's the shit right
use
there.
that's what I'm saying. I don't use a lot. Now, if I'm doing a package of Zatarans, red beans, and rice because the kids got to eat, and I just need to chop up something real fast and make a loaf of cornbread because I don't feel like cooking, but everybody's got to eat, right? I'm not gonna lie, I get Kroger brand smoked sausage.
Hey, whatever works,
Well, I live in Florida,
um,
so you want
y'all
gator
don't have
sausage?
Kroger's.
No, we
I
don't.
do enjoy gator meat. I have eaten gator meat and I do enjoy it. It's
It's not
a
bad.
very it has to be cooked right. I will say that. If you
Kind of
overcook
sweet.
it,
That's
you'll
right.
kill it.
It does have to
Kind
be
of
cooked.
sweet
But
though.
it's almost has a fishy flakiness to it that I like because
Yeah,
I enjoy fish. I eat a lot of
Yeah.
fish and chicken and stuff like that. So I actually like alligator.
yeah, it's good.
It's not bad.
All
Not
you can
bad.
I've
get,
eaten a lot of weird shit.
all
I'm
you
from
can get in
Alabama.
Florida is alligator bites. That's all they make.
Yeah.
I had a basket of alligator bites. No matter where
But
you
do
go,
you eat
all you can get.
boudin?
I don't know what that is, but
I
I eat.
do. I
Well,
eat it.
I'm a,
Because I'll fuck up some boudin.
Yeah,
what is that?
me too.
Oh, it's a little ball of
Boudin.
deliciousness. It's rice and seasonings and a mystery meat, and we don't ask what's in it.
Got a little roux in
They
there. Come on.
they put it together like a hush
Damn.
puppy. They fry it and they give it to you with a special sauce, and you eat it, and you
Oh,
don't
that
ask no
sounds good.
questions.
That's bar food. I'm coming. I'm coming. Where do I gotta go to get this?
You get it where I live.
Your nearest Cajun restaurant.
There ain't no Cajuns
You
down
can
here.
get it at the gas station here.
Damn.
I want to live in
Just
Cajun
saying.
country. I need to spend at least 2 years in Cajun country just to learn.
Now
what's
here's a rule of thumb for Cajun country though. Don't eat the gumbo unless it's a chain or something. Everything else, eat that shit. But gumbo is tricky. Gumbo, if in the wrong hands, is lethal.
Yeah, but everybody wants to eat
Look,
gumbo.
You thought
I
that
eat
sausage
possum.
was gonna mess you up, boy.
I'm just saying, I eat possum. I've eaten coon. I've eaten all kind of stuff. I eat snakes.
Look, this
But
is how
there's
messed up
stuff. There's stuff in
Louisiana,
some people's gumbo. I don't even know what the hell it is.
Mississippi. Louisiana and Mississippi, they be promoting the gumbo, right? Like everybody knows that if you go to Cajun country,
Homemade gumbo is good if you know to cook.
but I'm
I
saying
will say
that's the
this
only
too.
food we know. That's it.
Alabama's also one of those places where some of our best food comes from the gas station. I can
Yeah.
go a mile up the street from my house to this gas station, and somebody's abuela is back there making burritos. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Gas stations and food trucks, if the people actually care about making good food, it's the best food you ever had. And you know why?
They
Because it's real food. Because
they straight up hired they
Yeah.
straight up hired an abuela and put her back there. Like she barely even speaks English. Her English is un poquito.
Yeah.
But she understands me when I say, "Can I have extra cilantro and onion, please?"
Mm-hmm.
She understands that.
Yep.
Nicest lady ever and makes the best fucking burritos. Oh my god. My mouth is salivating sitting here just talking about
I'm
burritos.
lucky that I got a good one right here around the corner. A little gas station. It's called 5 Star. You roll up in that bitch, they same thing, little food grill. It's just Mexican stuff.
You can get fried chicken, fried gizzards, potato logs. It's not the same as a potato wedge.
Mm-hmm.
For real? What's a potato log?
It's better. I can't even describe it, but it's better. It's like a potato. It's like if you enhanced a potato wedge.
They
I just
double
made it
Depending on what gas station you go to around here, you got potato logs and you got potato wedges too. So
He knows the
there is a
difference.
There is a
Yes.
difference in them.
It's an
What the fuck the
upgraded
difference is
potato
now, I don't
wedge.
know. Just one's bigger than the other one, I guess. I don't know. They all taste the fucking same when you're hungry as hell at lunchtime. So you know what I mean?
I think the place I get them from here like double fries them or something. I think they like take them out and re-dip them and double fry them or something because they are not the same.
Yeah, double dipping is
Damn.
awesome. I like my fried chicken double dipped.
A
That
battered
ain't what your
potato
fucking
wedge.
doctor told me the other week. Damn it.
Yeah.
Hell no, double fried. That fried food is good as a motherfucker, boy, but that shit take a toll on you.
I could literally go to that gas station, buy pre-rolls, whatever food I need, like pick up estimates from like the local contractors. Like anything I need is that they I can buy clothes, a new handbag,
Yeah.
jewelry, medicine.
That's dope.
Damn.
I know those
One-stop
those are
shopping.
cool stores right there.
I love that, and it's ran by this guy named Amin, and me and him have become best friends because I like to haggle, and he'll be like 27.63, and I'll be like, take the 20, and then we'll be,
That's a good idea. I think we should haggle more in the United States. Like everybody,
yeah.
why don't we do that? You know, everybody else does that in the whole world.
Oh, he'll haggle with me too. I went in there last week, and I was like, I need a whole bunch of pre-rolls. Make me a deal. And he was like, how many's a whole bunch? And I was like, okay, not a whole bunch, but like 10. And he was like, $3 he was like $3 a piece. And I was like, sold.
How much are they
Damn.
normally?
$4 a piece.
Oh,
but
well,
when you're
damn,
buying 10 of them, that's
you
$10.
save $10. Shit, that's a good deal.
Damn, and that's for real deal Holyfields or CBD shit?
It's THCA.
Oh yeah.
It's Alabama is not legal for anything. We're lame.
Right. Well, same
You
over
can
here
do
in Georgia
you
where
can
I'm
do
at.
medical here, but you can't do nothing else.
I got
We have a
medicine.
medical bill, but they can't get their ducks in a row enough to even give out the business licenses for
Listen,
them to start accepting patient registrations. So
you need to understand. Be glad you don't have a dispensary because that shit will make you stupid. You
oh
smoke
no,
that shit,
when I lived
it'll
in
make you
Florida,
stupid.
I had a Florida medical card. And this was before you could buy whole flower at the Florida dispensaries. And I used my allotment every month.
No, I
That's
get
all I'm
you, but
gonna
what I'm
say. I
saying
use my allotment every
is
month.
they
It
keep
was
So
making
if you
this shit.
got one of those, if you get one of them cards, what do they allow you to get for like in a month, say time?
I was getting the equivalent of like a pound a month. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can
but
limit with it.
it was in like I bought a lot of RSO.
Oh damn, Rick, what's his name? Rick.
And
Some,
I'm not gonna incriminate anything, but if you were to buy a syringe of RSO for like $60 from the dispensary, you could find somebody that would be interested in pertaining that from you for a donation of $100.
got it.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I know all about that stuff. I researched it, read all the Wikipedia about it, did it because that's what they were selling. And I want to know what it was. So what it is, if you really want to know what it is, there was a scientist who was trying to find a cancer cure, and he decided to boil down buds. Like you literally, like the process, you throw buds in a freaking frying pan, and then you freaking throw out like distilled alcohol in there, and that's how they make it. And it turns out into a thick. It's like
it comes in a glass syringe, and you have to warm the syringe up under like warm water or in your hands to get it to push out.
Yeah, and I tell you
The
this right now.
serving size is a half of a grain of rice.
I need to go visit Shannon. That's what I need to do.
And if you put that shit on your tongue, you'd be like a dog with peanut butter. I'm telling you, right?
The best way to consume RSO. The best way to consume RSO and try it or don't try it, I don't care. But let's be honest, RSO in your mouth tastes like you're chewing on roaches.
Oh, it's nasty.
And you have to find something that's going to cut through that. And so you need certain things, and only certain things are going to cut through that. Go to the Dollar General. Go to the candy section.
Sour apple Jolly Rancher.
No. Get you some of those old school granny butterscotch candies.
Oh shit. That sounds real nice. That's what my granddad had in his bowl, like when I went to his house.
Dude, them things be off the fucking chain too.
These things also, if you remember correctly, have a divot in the top of them. That were you to put RSO and about the size of a grain of rice, because nobody wants a single serving. Everybody wants a double shot, right? Were you to put out a single grain of rice and put it on parchment paper, and then take one of those butterscotches and squish it on every grain of rice and stick it in your freezer for a few moments, it would adhere itself to the butterscotch perfectly inside that divot. You then wrap it back up in the wrapper, throw it in your pocket, and now you have pocket candy for the rest of the day.
You need to talk to my wife. Because I would have that in the freezer if you said that to her.
Road trip gummies.
It is the best way to consume RSO, hands down.
Okay, I like it. Let's
So
go.
RSO, what is that? Like a type? What is it? Basically, like fucking wax or like a oil or some shit.
It's a really. It's more. It's
thick honey.
It's more like a distillate because it's not wax. It's not shatter. Maybe a liquid form of shatter, but a really thick, think molasses.
Yeah.
Like a concentrate.
Yes, that's what it is. It's concentrated THC. And it normally comes at about an 80%.
Yeah, it's high. That shit's crazy.
Hell yeah. Right on my fucking alley.
It's not recommended, and I don't recommend this either because it'll burn your throat, but you can smoke it, and it will get you super blazed if you smoke it.
Like, no.
But it's not a good experience. I would stick to like the dabs and the shatter for like smoking, but you can put it on a hot coil device and smoke it, but it's going to gum up your coils really bad. It's not really good to smoke out of a dab rig just because of how hot you would have to get it. And it's gonna fucking burn. It's not like smoking a regular dab. It's more meant for ingestion than it is for inhalation.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's why he made it. He made it. The reason why he made the shit was so it was easy to give a dose to a cancer patient. And the name of it is Rick whatever. It's Rick S.
Rick Stinson, maybe? Rick Stinson oil?
Yeah, exactly. And he was like an outlaw because they didn't want him to do it. And
Is this a guy in Canada?
And he said, fuck y'all. This is important. And I'm doing it. And he did it. And that's literally what his meaning is like a medical purpose for it.
And then they started giving it to Parkinson's patients. And if you've ever seen when they give it to Parkinson's patients, oh my good
It's
Jesus.
amazing. It's amazing. I use it to I've got
Rick
lymphedema
Simpson.
in the leg, and it helps the swelling. That's why I use it.
That's it.
I've also heard of people putting in their belly button. Have you heard this?
What the fuck?
So apparently, if you put it in your belly, and I want to get some so bad to try this. Apparently, if you put it in your belly button, it's supposed to be really good for back pain.
And it's
also supposed to be really good for menstrual pain for women.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I really want to get some and put it in my belly button. I'm not going to lie.
Shit, I might need to check into that, boy. That'll be a backache like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. My back is shot.
As long as you got an innie, you're good. But if you got an outie, you're screwed.
I don't know what to tell you if you got an Audi. You're a freak of nature.
Should I take
They
the
did
lint
not-
out or should I use that as a bed for
God dang.
I would clean your belly button first. Just
Hey, these cotton shirts, they put that.
Yeah, that was a good fucking question, though, Prospect. That was a damn good question.
Hey,
Shit.
I should be collecting it. I could build a whole fucking statue out of it if I collected it. You know,
I say in survival mode, that shit is good to have to start a fire with.
you ain't burning my
crocheting
belly button yet.
blankets with your belly button lint.
Oh,
Ain't
that's
nobody
good.
burning your belly button, dog. We're gonna burn
You
the
can turn
fucking
it
lint
into
in that bitch.
prospect
Start a
red.
fire with it.
No, we ain't starting fires with it. God dang it.
God damn it. Can't have shit.
But we will weave.
Well, Dixie, it's really been awesome having you on. What's the next? I mean, I know you got the thing, but like down the road, you got plans for like the fall or anything like that?
So, we still have 3 weeks and a makeup for the wrap off leagues. So I'll be doing that for a couple more months. And then I don't have a whole lot scheduled after that just because they're also gonna have the playoffs. Like there's a postseason, right? We're just talking about the regular season. They're gonna have the playoffs and the all stars and all of that. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna be participating in that. Um Gray Matter, I don't know if you remember or not, but I did a tour with Gray Matter last year.
Yeah.
And he's doing another tour more towards the fall time. That's an album tour with him and a couple other guys. And they're going to be coming down to Huntsville and a couple other places. So I'm probably going to meet up with them and do some shows for them. And then we've got Lagodi Palooza in August. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I probably am. There's a lot going on. Oh, Los Ghost is doing a festival sometime this summer that we're supposed to be participating in.
I think we all want to know about this wrap off contest. So, like, can you explain that to us, like how that works?
She
like,
said it's like a whole show.
I know, but we want to know.
Think of the wrap off leagues like you think of the National Football League. So there's a draft pool. Everybody sends in their stuff, blah, blah, blah. There's a combine, which is basically a concert where everybody can go up. There's a draft day. And on draft day, the coaches come in and they, select whoever they want on their team. And then it goes into a regular season. The regular season is 8 weeks. It's taken longer than 8 weeks, 8 Saturdays.
So how many rappers?
Every other Saturday. So there are 8 teams, and there are 5 people on a team. There are right now in the league between us and the free agency, there are about 50 of us.
Oh wow! That's
so
cool,
after draft day, they opened up the free agency. So if anybody wanted to participate, and a couple of the guys that were alternates, because if you don't have a full team, you're allowed to pick somebody from the free agency for that show, that week, that Saturday, right?
Okay.
And so some of the people that were in the free agency are actually on teams now, because once you're with a team for 2 weeks, if they lose a team member, then they can officially accept you onto their team. So a couple of the people that started out on the free agency are now on teams. But just think of it as like the NFL of Memphis rap. And that's the only way. We have standings. We have what they call MVAs, most valuable artist, every week. There will be an overall MVA at the end of the postseason. There's going to be a playoffs and a championship, and it's a lot. But it's basically if you were to watch NFL and
So
like
do y'all
how they do
show
their
up at a venue and do this, or
Yeah,
what?
what kind of
yeah.
venue?
We've been doing it at the Hip Hop Lounge in Memphis. Is where we've been doing most of them.
Cool. Hell yeah.
So, like, are the coaches and shit, are they like Memphis OGs in the music shit, or?
So, one of our coaches is Tom Ski Mask. The coach
yeah.
of my team is Nasty Nardo. Big Cursed is the coach of one of the teams. Z Dog, Zedric, I can't think of the rest of his name for some reason right now. He's the coach of one of the teams. And then Lauren and Cody, the ones that started it, they have a team. AJ Johnson, who does worldwide radio, she's also over a team. And then I feel like I'm forgetting somebody because I feel like that's only 7. But yeah, it is. It's real Memphis people.
So like, do y'all do rap battles or do y'all do songs against each other or well, like what do
It's
you do?
5-minute performance against a 5-minute performance. So it's 5 people on each team. One team sits on this side, one team sits on this side, and then they choose. They have a coin toss. Whoever wins the coin toss can decide if they want to go first or second. Most people that win the coin toss go second because we're playing chess. Okay,
Right.
we take this shit seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and so then the coach will pick who they want to go first. They have a 5-minute time window. They have a 5-minute performance, and then the other team coach will pick who they want to go up against them. They have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, and there's 3 judges. It's usually a different set of judges every time, just to keep it fair. And then they just vote on who they think had the best 5-minute performance based on certain criteria, like
Okay.
crowd involvement, stage presence, lyrics, quality of music, things like that, right? And then whoever is, it's 3 people, it's odds numbers. And so then whoever wins qualifies to be like a higher ranking just in the NFL. So they're standing. So my team right now is 3-2 because we lost last night. And then I was 4-0 up until last night. Now I'm 4-1 because I lost my first match.
Oh man.
So but I lost to a woman. That's what I was telling them earlier.
Yeah.
All of the people I've went up against up until this point have been men. There's a very small number of women that are doing this. And so all of the people I have beaten have been men.
That's crazy.
The only person that has beat me is a woman, and she was started out as an alternate. Her name is Nova Kane. She started out as an alternate. Last night was only her second week to be with us. And I don't know how she beat me. She don't know how I beat me. It was very, very close.
Right.
But she ended up beating me.
Okay.
So it just goes to show you that, like, it's any given Saturday.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And if you go back and watch the performance, I was all over that place. Like,
I'd love to see it for real.
if you've never
Yeah.
seen me do a live show before, I do not stand in one spot at all.
Heck yeah.
So it's interesting to watch. And we get really into it for the showmanship of it, because you want people to be interested. So we're in there chanting and we're talking shit to each other and we're rapping in each other's faces, and it's
Right.
a fun time. If you love rap music, it's a fun time.
Cool. Sounds dope, man.
Yeah.
This
And
shit needs to be like
and
it's
this is
just
the
a
thing,
Memphis
too.
scene thing. Like that's
If
what it is.
when they opened up the draft pool, it was only $10 to put your name in the draft pool. We now have 50-something artists. So for $10, which has cost me a lot more because I'm not in Memphis, I have to travel to do this, which is it's the nature of the beast. If you don't want to do it, don't get into the music industry. Go cry to somebody else. And that's how I really feel about the travel situation. Okay. But you just opened up the biggest network for yourself that you could ever imagine. There are you and 50 other artists coming together every Saturday.
That's crazy.
You still drive a Cadillac?
No, my Cadillac died.
Mine's dying too.
It died a horrible death, and I hate to say it, but I went and bought a Kia.
What? Not a Kia Soul.
No, I bought a Kia Sorento. It's the same size as my Cadillac SRX.
Kia Sorentos are nice. I have one.
Yeah.
Hey, when I first met Dixie, I rolled up in my Escalade. I'm like, okay, I'm a big pimp. And then I seen she's pulled up in her damn Cadillac, and I'm like, well, damn. Yeah.
Yeah. it it started having some electrical problems, and then one day it just started overheating out of nowhere, and the AC had quit working. It was just, you know how Cadillacs are. It was just like
Yeah.
it was ready to die. So
Yeah.
I decided not to fight it anymore, and I just let her die. And
I feel your
I
pain.
I
I
only
had a
paid
Cadillac Doc.
$8,000 for that car. A lot of people don't know that it was an auction car. I paid $8,000 for it, and I ran the shit out of it. I had it everywhere from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi to Jackson, Michigan.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Sleeping
they're
in the
good.
back of it.
They're
You
good.
killed her.
They
You
are.
killed her. You need
Yeah.
to.
I
You need
did.
to. Nah, I'm just playing.
And I hate to admit it though, I lost some of my bells and whistles because the Kia's not a Cadillac, but I kind of like my Kia better.
Hey, right now I'd trade mine in on a Kia Soul. I ain't gonna lie.
I used to drive a Kia Soul. I had a Kia Soul at one point. I also ran it to death. I put like 300,000 miles on that thing. It was
Damn.
I bought it brand new. And within like 3 years, I think I put like 300,000 miles on it.
Whatever I get, I'm gonna put a Cadillac emblem on it.
And nobody will know.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know. No, we're looking now into buying either the next thing we're gonna get, we've been talking a lot about is either a Class C, specifically a Class C RV,
Yeah.
or a camper van.
They got
I
some
don't
really
really
cool ones out there now. Them
I don't
Class
really
C.
Camper
want
van. Get the
yeah, I
camper
don't
van.
really want a huge camper.
Yeah.
But driving a Class C is about like driving a box truck. And I would really like a transit van, even if I had to like do it myself, because I don't really even need electricity or water. That's what truck stops are for. I just need a bed. You can bolt that to any steel frame. But I drive a transit van for my job every day, and so I'm really used to driving a big ass van like that anyways.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if I had a transit van with a bed in it, that it would make my life easier.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm gonna have
It's
to
a
get an
motel.
apartment in Memphis, like at this point.
Oh no. No.
Just
Man.
live here during the week and there on
Hey,
the
I want to see a
weekend.
mouse bite me. I just caught this bitch. My cats brought it in 3 days ago, and it's alive. But I'm
Okay, I need you to take that away from me.
God damn, we about to get flagged by fucking PETA and all them fucking animal
I
groups.
said I'm getting it because I want it to live. I'm putting it outside.
I don't panic over a lot in my life, but I'm sorry. Call PETA on me. Kill the motherfucker. Get
Damn
that
right.
rodent out of my face. I will scale this whole thing like I'm in the Matrix over a rodent. No. No, sir.
Well, they sell like you can buy rodent meat in Louisiana at restaurants.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Hell
No.
The
what are they? Putrid. What are they called? What is the Nutri-Rats? That's
yeah,
what they're
Nutri-Rat,
called.
yeah.
Yeah. If you ever see one
Ugh.
in the wild, man, they freak you out. Them some big jokers too, baby. Woo.
You thought a sewer rat was big? Oh my god.
Yeah, Nutria is huge.
I seen some big ass fucking wharf rats over here in Georgia, goddamn.
No, these are
some
like.
bitch about the size of a small fucking cat.
That's what I was going to say. These are like the size of a house cat.
Yeah. Nutria rats are huge.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I ain't fucking with them.
So what happened to Tone?
I don't know.
Tone's our host, man.
It looks like
I'm
he's still
here.
up in here.
Oh,
Okay.
he's just
there
not
you
showing
go.
his face. There he is.
Playing Steel Mountain, Quiet Mountain.
I've just been working the comments. I never got the other two in the email. I got Save Me and Burn and Dro.
That first one I sent you, did it not have one that said, don't want to make love? The very
Yes,
first
I have
one I
that from
sent you?
the very first one.
Yeah. Now, I will say, if there are children in the room, you should make them leave the room because this is not for children's ears, it is inappropriate and it is adult content.
Can you put it on YouTube?
Yeah, I have it on the.
Yeah, he's got it in his email. This is unreleased.
Okay.
So this is part of the.
Is this something you can release on YouTube?
It's gonna be released at the end of the wrap off leagues. I'm doing a I don't know if it's gonna be an EP or a album, but I've been doing a lot of new stuff for wrap off leagues. One of them is like a marathon. It doesn't even have a hook. And so at the end of wrap offs, I was planning on calling it Undefeated, but now this bitch beat me, so whatever. But I'll have to just call it something else. But at the end of wrap offs, I plan on taking everything that I wrote for the wrap offs and releasing it as its own like EP or album or whatever it turns out to be.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's cool.
Well, we can play it as the outro if you want.
I hate to cut it short with y'all, man, but I got to freaking bounce, brother.
Be groovy, Peacock.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir, Peacock.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm gonna check you out, man. Seen some beats too, man. Get the info from Skeet and everything.
Yep, I got you. I got you covered, Big Daddy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce up off of here, man. 4 o'clock comes early over here.
It sure does.
All right.
Yeah, since
man.
we're close,
hey, much love, everybody.
Ride out. Much love, brother.
What's that?
Yeah, we can ride out to this song if y'all want and just close it down.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on. I've been in the shadows, y'all. I've been in the shadows working, doing the comments.
Dixie,
and whatnot.
man, I really appreciate you coming on. It was been a fun interview. It's good getting to know you a little better, and some of our folks, and plus you introduced some new ideas to some of these folks about the rap league and everything. And y'all can learn from Dixie Tricks. Now she is a working artist. A lot of us do the studio thing, and then we go out and do special shows and whatnot. It's the other way around with her. She works. She is on the road doing stuff. And I have a great deal of respect for you.
Yes.
Man.
So
Dixie Tricks, did she leave? Oh no,
I'm still here.
Sorry. The alligators got me pinned down. Look, Dixie. I didn't want to kill the mouse. I took him across the road and put him by the bush.
Okay, well, when he runs back in that same hole, don't come crying to me.
Hey, you right. You ain't never lied. Thank you for coming on Swamp Music Mafia Monday.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh yeah, it was a pleasure.
We're gonna hit you up for a feature sometime, or maybe a collab or something.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know how to get in touch with me.
Yeah. Most of our songs happen to be about weed, though, but we're working.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, we do alcohol.
You may have to reconsider.
I'll have to dig deep. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, we got some if you're out.
Yeah, we got some ideas. Surprisingly, there's a million things you can do with weed in music, so it's all good.
This is true. It never stops.
Oh, yeah. I know. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a good time for sure. I got to get a beer.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks to everybody in the chat. Everybody coming out. Yep. Much love.
Thank y'all for coming out. Much love.
We're going to rock.
Mafia.
Mafia. Love y'all. Thank y'all, man.
Love nice y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yep. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Listen, before we go in here, I just need to make sure that you're not one of them type of motherfuckers that's gonna kiss me on my mouth or some shit, because I ain't into that. I don't wanna make love, I just wanna fuck. Not trying to catch no feelings, I just wanna bust a nut. So bend me over, baby, I really like that freaky stuff. Then pull my hair, grab my throat, and wake the fucking neighbors up. I don't wanna make love, I just wanna fuck. Not trying to catch no feelings, I just wanna bust a nut. So bend me over, baby, I really like that freaky stuff. Then pull my hair, grab my throat, and wake the fucking neighbors up. Ass up, face down, take a bitch to Pound Town. me up, fill up my guts a little more. That ain't enough, I wanna feel it in my tummy. Ushy gushy rain tsunami. Tie my ass to the bed and go down low, give me some head. Make my soul exit my body, now eating pussy is your hobby. Ain't the type to make you beg, it's your turn now to get some head. Lick it like a lollipop, then go ahead and climb on top. Up, down, left, right, all around, then all inside. Bounce it for your baby, about to make your ass go crazy. Now your eyes roll back, your toes curled up, thinking this shit's amazing. Up, down, left, right, all around, then all inside. Bounce it for your baby, about to make your ass go crazy. Now your eyes roll back, your toes curled up, thinking this shit's amazing. I don't wanna make love, I just wanna fuck. Not tryna catch no feelings, I just wanna bust a nut. So bend me over, baby, I really like that freaky stuff. And pull my hair, grab my throat, and wake the fucking neighbors up. I don't wanna make love, I just wanna fuck. Not tryna catch no feelings, I just wanna bust a nut. So bend me over, baby, I really like that freaky stuff. And pull my hair, grab my throat, and wake the fucking neighbors up.
Listen, officer, I'm telling you right now, whoever called you got it all wrong. We ain't in here fighting. We might be cussing, but we just fucking. Listen, before we go in here,